Welcome to Game Chat, where Alan and I talk about the latest game news. In our news section today, we are talking about Epic Games coming to EU on the iPad. Best fighting games for 2024. Here's something cool for us retro gamers. 8-bit new Bluetooth mode kit puts GameCube controllers back into gameplay. What does that mean? Find out. Sony reports that the new PlayStation 6 will not have Intel. It will have the AMD processor. Yes! The better processor for gaming, as my personal opinion, but hey. Logitech announces a new wheel for us race simmers, which is direct drive, not belt driven, like Thrustmaster has been doing for the last umpteen years. And a lot of people prefer that over the belt driven, because if you've ever driven that, because like I said, I'll get more into it later. It's the final chapter of Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and they're going to be ending the series on a good note or soon. Red Dead Redemption fans on PC may finally get to play the original Red Dead 1. You get to play RD1 too, but never get to play RD1 because RD1 went over to PlayStation. So, and we have an update for ATS. They finally released a state, Arkansas, and I've already reviewed it, and we'll have the review in the show later on today. So sit back and enjoy, and buckle up, because Game Chat starts now. Is proudly sponsored by Northwest Access TV, the home of MVU esports. Check us out this spring and next fall, while we play Rocket League, Smash Brothers, and all other games at the high school level. For the video version of this episode, check us out on Northwest Access /GameChat on YouTube. For the audio version of this show, check us out on Spotify under Northwest Access /GameChat. So sit back and enjoy the new episode of Game Chat. Hey, Alan. How's it going? As always, we are here in our studio talking about Game Chat, esports starting right up again. Here we go.
Esports are, I think this is week 2 going on.
For practice.
It's a preseason. We've got a lot of kids this year. We've got, I think we've got 6 kids that are coming in and playing, and I've got 3 more kids that are finishing up volleyball, and then they're going to be jumping into Rocket League. But it looks like I've got 4 players for Smash Brothers, which I'm really excited about.
A whole squad.
Full squad, and somebody on the bench. And, looking forward to kicking some butt. And we got to mention this new TV in the back here.
They took the TV that was in the gaming room next door and threw it up on here. So now we got a big old logo where we could put anything we want on this. So
pretty much. Yep. And so I think this might become our new arena for Smash Brothers at the very least. And then when Rocket League hits, we can have the gameplay coming up on the big screen back there.
Behind me when I do the play-by-play. Like, yes, I will be doing play-by-play for Rocket League, and maybe I might brush up on my Smash Brothers skills.
Yeah, we'll see.
And advertise about that, or do the play-by-play for that. Yeah. But, yeah. Let's move on to, but I'll get back to esports. I can't wait. It's going to be, the fall. It's going to start and go through November, around Thanksgiving, and then stop for a month or two. And then we get the winter one, like we did last year, through January on into basically whenever they end school. So let's hope they keep going. Yeah. Let's keep it going, guys. And BFA, I'm talking to you. Get one going, because we want to play BFA.
Yep.
We don't want to be just MVU versus Southern States. We want MVU versus BFA, Enosburg. I'm talking about you too, Enosburg, Richford. Yep. All you Franklin County high schools. It's not just MVU. Come on, get out there.
Yep.
It won't take much to get an e-sport game. All you need is six teenage kids that want to do it.
Yep. And we've got the space and the place here for it. So.
Oh, yeah. We got plenty of room over there in the gaming area. Yep. Or classroom. But, yeah, and we can even do it in the studio. I mean, we got plenty of room here in the studio. We can have, like, BFA in the studio and MVU over at the classroom, so we have the plenty of space and
the space and the place.
The place, but I don't know about the internet for it, though.
Well, once it's fine. Once everything gets going, it's everyone jumping on at once at first.
Yeah.
There's always one computer when we're never doing Fortnite that's always lagging behind, but it's never the same computer. So it's...
Yeah. No, it's always switching around.
I could dive in and do some port forwarding, but that's too much work sometimes.
Too much work. I could do it too, but I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
So let's move on to what we are playing today or this week or whatever. Of course, Fortnite for me.
Yep.
I've been getting back into Microsoft Flight and ATS, yes, because of the new update. ATS is pretty good, doing good. They've changed the loader screen, they changed the title screen, they changed everything to more a modern game than you're used to. Also, I started last night playing Mafia, the defensive edition.
Yep. Yeah. How's that going?
Good.
Is it?
It's like Mafia 2, Mafia 3.
Yeah.
It's like GTA 4.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. I checked it out when I first jumped on Game Pass. It looks like a lot of fun. I just haven't had time to sink into it.
Right now you're playing as, of course, if you've ever played Mafia 2, 3, 4, so you know who your main character is, Tommy.
Yeah. This
time is when Tommy first starts out to be part of the Mafia. You start off as a taxi driver, and then you do a lot more driving. And I've noticed this one, you do a lot more driving in this one.
That was the thing. I did the first few missions. We were just driving around. I was like, all right.
Do a lot more driving in this one than you do in Mafia 3 or 4. 3, you start, the other ones you start being more like GTA 5, where you go and rob banks, rob people, do this, do that. Other side little missions. This one, it was just basically, you're the driver.
Yep.
You go driving. And I'm at one point where I'm at the race car, where I have to do a race. Yep. And those things, it's a 1930s race car, and those things got skinny little rear wheels. Yeah. So as soon as you turn it, that rear end just wants to go whee at high speeds. It's not like the old ones nowadays. You could lay off the throttle just enough and kind of coast and still get enough grip. Yep. No. The minute you're back on it, you're pretty much torque. They're torquey. Other than that, that's pretty much what I've been doing all week. Fortnite.
Yeah, I got into a little bit of Fortnite. I get back into Crusader Kings 3. What was the other game I was playing?
Madden for me.
Yeah, I got a little bit of Madden, but my Giants are just so bad it's not fun. Chivalry 2, I started playing that again. Historical games are scratching my itch right now. So
yeah, and I'm not going to go there. We're better. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
He's not wrong.
Even though my brother-in-law thinks we're still the dumpster fire, but hey.
No, hey, you guys got to win, so that's better than the Giants.
Yeah. Better than what my niece's boyfriend's rooting for.
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
They're 0-2. That's all I can say.
Yep.
Let's move on to our game trivia of the week. And this one is obvious, is an easy one. This one's, I'm going easy on you, this one. What Kamoni game from September of 98 was initially released in European arcade audience under the name Dance Stage? And started off a dancing game revolution. Oh! I gave away the answer.
You almost gave it away.
I almost gave it away. Yes.
We'll see. I got some guesses.
I got some guesses.
We'll see at the end.
I know what it is. We started off a big, huge dance craze for video games.
Yep.
You can thank this company for basically the late 90s and early 2000s for every teenage bopper kid going to the arcades just to do this one game. Yep. All right. Epic Game Store. We're moving on to our news section. Epic Game Stores arrives on iPad in the EU. What? Not here in the U.S.? Nope. They hate us over here in the U.S. They still mad at us.
Yep.
For some reason. We didn't do nothing. We haven't done nothing. No, it's because we are so strict in our guidelines when it comes to app stores and stuff like that. So they said, oh, we just put you over there in the EU where we can get away with anything we want.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah. The Epic Game Store has arrived on iPad for users in EU, which makes Fortnite, Fall Guys, and Rocket League play from their devices. This right here, this device right here, and your iPhones and all the other lovely devices that you use it for. The launch comes as part of Monday's iPad iOS 18 update, which lets EU users download apps from third-party app stores on iPad. Epic Game Store has several alternative apps in the marketplace, launching on iPhones in the EU last month. So, as designing iPad as a gatekeeper service under the Digital Market Act in April, the EU gave Apple 6 months to comply with the regulation. Just like one on iPhone, Apple requires that all iPad users in the EU select their default browser and uninstall the built-in apps. So basically, you just uninstall wherever they... Along with Epic Game Store, third-party market alt store PAL, which is now costs nothing to download. The arrival of an iPad offering access to retro, Nintendo gaming, emulator, Delta, and more. So yeah, which is great because maybe at some time they'll bring it over here, back here.
Yeah. Back
here and put Fortnite back on these things. Because like I said, this is the main reason why I bought this. To play Fortnite with.
Yeah.
The only reason why I got this. Besides also because I needed a tablet for other reasons. But no, if I went up to my mother-in-law's, I went, yeah, I'll play it on my tablet.
Yep.
Nope. So anyways.
I think we'll get back there. I think they're just taking their sweet time and they don't want to get sued by Apple again.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't want to get sued. So yeah, that's great. Hopefully they do come back here. Moving on to the best fighting games to throw down within 2024. It's just a list of all the games that they think that are the best ones to throw down. When it comes to picking the best fighting games, there is no strategy options. They're generally been industry most consistently in the 90s, like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Taken, and others have grown to the biggest series entire industry. Let alone just fighting games. At the moment, fighters are midst of other Renaissance era, as such as it might be emitting to pick up fighting game to play. Below we ran through the picks of some of the best fighting games we can play right now, whether you're on console or PC. And list, of course, they list all of them. Every game listed here can be purchased or downloaded right onto your machine without needing to dig up old hardware. Unable to get into the fight whenever you like, or prefer one-on-one fighting, clinical battles, battle platforms, and the best of best fighting. Right off the bat, very first one, Street Fighter 6. Platform, PS4, PS5, Xbox, and PC, released in 2023. Next one, Tekken 8. Then same thing, released in 2024. Your favorite, Mortal Kombat 1.
Yep. Which I own that. I just haven't played it in forever. Although they just announced the new DLC pack, and they've got Ghostface from the Scream movies as a guest character coming in. I might have to check that out.
Oh, I just heard something about the Dead by Daylight DLC is being
canceled, right?
Canceled.
Yeah, something about, yeah. Yep, I was just reading that the Dead by Day. It was like a spin-off game or something like that they were working on, and they're canceling it. I forgot. I didn't get to see the reason why, but
yeah, and Dead by Daylight. Oh yeah, I love that one.
That one is a good time. Yep.
Yeah, I like being the attacker, not the person who's going to try to survive, not the survivor.
Yeah,
because
I really like that genre of gameplay, the asymmetrical, where it's like 5 versus 1 or 4 versus 1 or whatever. Yeah,
like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and all that.
Texas Chainsaw. They've got a Evil Dead game. They are working on a Halloween, the movie, a game based just like that. So it's they've got more of those types of games coming out. So I
like those. Oh, yeah, those are fun. Yeah. Like I said, the reason why I don't like the Survivors, the damn generator always goes bang.
Oh yeah. It's
and then you pretty much know where the.
Then you gotta go.
Yeah.
Then you gotta hide.
Yeah, you gotta go hide for. I love it when the really nice one or the fun one is when you play against the alien. Yeah. Because that one sneaks up behind you and you don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, that game. Yeah.
So, Guilty Gear Strive. And then these two I haven't heard, like Guilty Gear.
Yeah, I'm looking at that article. It's the like anime style fighting games.
Green Blue Fantasy versus Marvel versus Capcom. Several of them Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct, which, and then here we are, boys. Our Super Mario Bros. Smash Brothers.
Yep.
The Ultimate, the one that we play for League.
Yep. King
of Fighters 15, which is SNK's version of Street Fighter, basically their version of Street Fighter. Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom, SNK versus Capcom, Soul Collaborator version
V6? Yeah.
6. Under Night in Birth 2. I never heard of that.
Never heard of that one. Looks fun though.
It looks fun. And then your favorite,
Multiverses. Yeah, it's fun, but I don't think it's not for me.
Yeah,
I didn't spend any money on that game, but it was kind of a frustrating situation with that when they launched the game free to play. People spent money on it and on cosmetics, and then they said, no, we're actually going to shut down the game for 6 or 9 months It's still come back free to play, but no one's going to be able to keep anything that they bought. And it's like
Any of your characters that you just spent $300 on.
yeah, it's a knockoff of Smash Brothers, and
Pretty much.
play Smash Brothers.
I've played it. Capcom Fighting Collection, and it just goes on and on. DNF Duel,
Yeah.
Samsung Showdown. Just some of these games I've played, and I love. The only one that I don't see here is Injustice.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, absolutely. I would say probably because just of its age that they haven't had a new one. I think the last one was probably
Injustice 2.
probably 2018 or something like that. But no, those games are a blast.
I've actually beat the story Injustice
Nice.
2.
Yep.
The one on Game Pass. I beat it, and I beat it as Batman.
Let me see. When did that come out? That came out in 2017. So that's probably why they're not mentioning those. I'd really like to see another installment in this series.
I would like to see DC versus Marvel.
That'd be fun. That was a good. They had a
Avengers versus Injustice League.
DC versus Marvel in the within the Injustice gameplay would be so fun.
Yeah,
that would be
Injustice versus Avengers.
Yep.
Or something like Injustice versus Invengers, or some bad version of Batman or Superman.
Dark Justice League versus the Avengers. Yeah.
Yeah. Dark Justice League versus Dark Avengers. It's your same Avenger characters like Dark Iron Man, Dark Superman. But I'm getting to the point now where the multiverse is starting to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. You could change the characters around and bring things back and all that. Okay. Storyline is no, not anymore. And if you watch Deadpool, Wolverine, he even makes fun of that.
Yeah.
By the way, October 1st, thank you.
Oh, nice. Is that when it's coming out?
On Disney.
Oh, nice.
Disney
That's fantastic.
Plus.
Yep.
October 1st on Disney Plus.
All right.
We're watching it 500 times. Oh yeah, it's worth watching over and over, just like the first one.
I still haven't seen it yet. So
wait.
I'm excited for Disney
You
Plus.
wait.
I did go see Beetlejuice this weekend though.
Is it good?
And that was good. It was fun. Kind of felt unnecessary. I think the story's kind of good, but I mean, it's always fun to see Michael Keaton dressed up as Beetlejuice and doing what he does. So it was a good time.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go when we go over to Great Escape. We're making a detour around to East Carneth.
Yeah.
Stop there and take a look at the filming locations.
Yep.
And then swing back, then head more east, more west into Rutland and over.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to go out an hour away just to say.
Well, it's the closest you'll be in a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if we wanted to do our touring or playing tourists.
Yep.
That time of year, play tourist, which is leaf peeping. Now let's go down 89, all the way down 91, down over back the other. Let's go the opposite direction this year. Okay. All right, moving on to something that Burke's my interest, and he has, and Connors and everybody else that kind of likes it. 8Do, brand new Bluetooth mod, puts GameCube controllers back in play. Yes, you heard me. Dust off those GameCube controllers, because this hack or this mod kit will let you play it with any modern game. Yeah, for $26. You can add a Hall effect joysticks and Bluetooth connectivity to your wired GameCube controller. 8Do announces that it taking pre-order for a new mod kit that'll let you retrofit a wired GameCube controller with Hall effect joysticks and Bluetooth technology. The company is charging $25.98 for the kit, which is simply says is what which it says is a simple solderless mod, which means they just put it together, I guess. You put it in there somewhere. Probably disconnect it from, you take your controller apart, boom, plug it in for where the wire goes. You plug in the Bluetooth card, the only way to describe it, the Bluetooth dongle, and set up to your Bluetooth computer or device, that whatever you want to use it for. Which I would use it mostly for tablets, phones, and stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure PC could handle it, but it's going to have a lot of interference.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could try it on the PC. I mean, it's Bluetooth is not really a, problem with it. I mean, you got Bluetooth devices for Xbox uses them mostly.
Yeah, Xbox uses Bluetooth for their controllers, and Sony, I don't believe Sony does.
Sony does.
Yeah.
For theirs. Their wireless is Bluetooth. But yeah, I mean, it just be neat to have them for those that want to get retro. But finding games for it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, finding the games for it. I mean, who knows? You might be able to play COD on it or play Fortnite on it, But who knew? If you're going to do that, then play Xbox controller. Get an Xbox controller. Yeah. But this is just for us retro gamers. Like, oh boy, I'm going to play on a GameCube.
That's pretty cool, though. Yeah.
Yeah. 8-bit do has made few of these in the past for old Nintendo controllers, including a 64 and early consoles. Now it's for GameCube's turn. Kit replaces your controller with the existing PCP with a drop. This is how they did it, and exactly how I thought they would do it. This kit replaces your controller's existing PCP with a dropped-in board that has Hall effect joysticks and USB charging with a 30 milliamp battery attached. That is also include a trigger pack. 8-bit do says the battery will get 6 hours of playtime between charges. It's compatible with Switch and Android according to product page. So basically, it's for Android or Switch.
Yeah.
And then they show pictures of what you do. Let me get my hand out of the way.
Yeah.
You basically take the computer board out of it. Like I said that you do. You basically take the computer out, replace it with a Bluetooth one, and there you go.
Bada bing, bada boom, you're good to go.
Yeah. The catch is that you replace the wire. Yeah, basically what I just said. Still, plenty of game controllers endures abuse of last plus 2 decades. 20 years of abuse.
Yeah.
It's certainly considered it if you had one laying around and had an analog drift or drift sticks. Yes, I have one. A cord on a brand new Microsoft. I have a drift.
Do you?
On the analog.
My controllers have been good. I mean, I've had my controllers just die on me just through wear and tear. So
I've been putting Energizer and keeping Energizer in business.
Yep.
Or that has been chewed up by pets or cut off by scissors by happy children.
There's that. That happens.
I've had cats chew mine off.
Really? Ugh.
Not PlayStation controllers. Go plug it in, plug it back. The old PS2s.
Yep.
Chomp.
Oh, jeez. All
right.
Time for a new one.
Of course, back then I could just walk down Walmart, or not Walmart, but Ames, and get a brand new one for $15 and not blink an eye.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
No, they're expensive. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and all this is coming September 25th, which is in another few days. So yeah, if you want to upgrade your controllers to, for your Game Boy, Game Boy, but for your GameCube, go ahead.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. If you still have a GameCube kicking around.
Yep.
Nintendo GameCube or the Switch or the.
Yeah, I mean, you can play one on the Wii. I wonder if you could do it that way too.
On the
Maybe.
Wii.
Yeah.
The Wii. Yeah, it's a joke that's been going around since the game
Since the Wii came out. Yeah.
console came out for the Wii. 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 I don't know why I sound like I'm or Ed there. All right. Let's move on to Sony reports picking up AMD over Intel for the next PS6. First of all, I didn't even know they were even thinking
About a PS6?
of upgrading.
Well, they've got the PS5 Pro that they just announced
Yeah.
for $700, which is I mean, it's not too far off from other consoles from back in the 80s and 90s if you adjusted for inflation. I think it was like $600 now, like what the original PlayStation 1 was, adjusted for inflation. So yeah, we'll see what this is gonna.
But this is what it's going about. So it says pick over into whenever arrives. Richard reports that it will have an AMD hardware inside, not Intel.
Intel, yeah.
Which means if you ever are a true fan of a gaming, it's about time, Sony.
Yep.
About time, Sony. It's about time. Because I keep saying this, and I've said this since day one we've been doing this show. AMD is the better processor when it comes to gaming. Intel, it's great. I love Intel. But only for this type of situation that we are in right now. For businesses. Because when you do word processing, when you do spreadsheet, when you're doing time clocks and stuff like that, you're not doing stuff that is processor heavy. Mm-hmm. You're doing stuff that is just simple stuff.
Yeah, it's not intensive.
It's not intensive.
It's not heavy lifting.
No. When you're doing gaming, you're running your game, you got to run your GPU, you run the CPU, you got to run the RAM, you got to make sure your GPU can put out whatever display you want on these big screen TVs that we call monitors, stuff like that. It's just, at the same time, you're just, and then if you don't have a CPU that can handle it, you're going to get bogged down.
Yep.
You're just going to get that, what they call that CPU bog.
Yep.
And it's a frustrating as hell because you want something better.
Yep.
But, so yeah, like I said, it's great. I love it that AMD is finally, or Sony's finally getting on AMD. Now we can just get Microsoft to agree with it.
Yep.
And it just makes the reason why, I hate to say this, I've always been a Sony fan. The only reason why I got an Xbox is because it was cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only reason why I got an Xbox. The only reason why I didn't go for the PS4. And also because of the fact that I'm on a PC and I wanted to be able to...
You can jump from...
Back to forth. Yeah. Jump back and forth.
It's a lot better ecosystem.
Yeah, it's a lot more compatible for what I use. I can jump back and forth whenever I want.
Yeah.
And, and I do. If I want to play SnowRunner on my PC, I will hop onto my PC, and it's the same SnowRunner I have on, on my console.
Yeah.
I pick up a game on PC, pick up a game on F123. Like I just got done playing a couple rounds of Formula One racing, race of Formula One racing. I haven't hopped in a while. I was like, I'll just go run race there. And boy, my legs are not. not as used to laying off that gas and back on, off and on, off and on. Especially when you got that, what I'm talking about now, the steering wheel.
Yeah. Yep.
Next, you know, are constantly off and on, off and on, off and on.
Yeah.
You know, like slow down, go around the corner, slow down, back up, hit the brake,
Yep.
back up. So, anyways, yeah, that's why I would, like I said, AMD. I would have done PS4, PS5 in a heartbeat.
Yep.
In a heartbeat, I would have done it. And don't get us wrong, this is the same conversation that Dustin and I and John and I had when the PS4 came out.
Yeah.
Back in 2010.
Yep.
We knew, I knew this, everybody saw it coming, that the PlayStation is going to outsell
Yeah.
the Xbox. We knew it. Because we looked at the PlayStation PS4 and went, damn.
Yeah.
The graphics are better. The processing speed's better.
Yep.
The details are better.
Yep. The games are better. There's so many
Games
more.
are better.
I love my Xbox, but there are more head and shoulders above of Xbox in terms of
Last of Us.
first party games. Yeah.
And all that series. Gran Turismo and that series.
The Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So I think Xbox has shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
With not having those big exclusives, and they've gone out to buy Activision and Blizzard, so they have an exclusive, as you could say, in the Fallout games and Elder Scrolls and Call of Duty, but that's not a first party game. That's not there's no Halo for the Xbox in this generation. There's no one singular game series that people really want.
Well, you got to remember, Xbox's original concept, one game console to control it all.
Yeah.
Or one platform to control it all.
Yep. And
they wanted you to, it's true, right on down to Windows, right on down to Windows.
Yep.
It is true. One platform to control it all. Look at it.
Yeah.
Windows now. Windows 11 now, you can have Windows and Xbox are just the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same platform.
Same platform.
Yep. Which is great, and I love it, but it doesn't get me the games that I kind of want to play.
And that's the reason why PlayStation is now taking off. So you go ahead and buy the one console to solve it all.
Yeah.
We'll be over here developing games that people actually want to play.
Yep.
So go ahead.
And then Nintendo's just in the way other corner doing whatever the hell they feel like doing.
Fred the Hamster's over here, over here in like California.
Yeah.
Doing his own little thing and stirring stuff up and keeping their prices keeping going. But yeah. We always joke, we always said this every time we talk about this. It's just, and it's true. So I mean and it will never change.
Yeah.
But like I said before in the past, it's because Nintendo's been there, done that.
Yeah.
Nintendo's been in a console war.
Yeah.
Against Sony. I mean, you get Sega
and won.
And so they're like, we fought that fight. We'll stay back and let you two duke it out. And then whoever wins this fight, we'll take over and we'll come back in and duke it out with you two.
Yep.
We know what's smart. We're smart. We know what's going on.
Yeah.
One of you two are going to die.
We'll see. Yeah, and
fade away.
It would probably be the Xbox,
and it will be Microsoft.
Yeah, they are positioning themselves to be able to still operate a game system, an ecosystem, but just everything cloud gaming.
Exactly, and like
get out of
like that rumor they spread last year.
Yeah,
that they want to get rid of consoles and be strictly gaming platform, cloud-based platform.
Yeah,
which go right ahead. We don't care.
If that's
and look what they're doing with the Amazon Fire Stick.
Yep. Yeah, you can play games right on the Amazon Fire Stick. Plug it into a TV, plug in a controller, you're good to go. You got an Ultimate account, you're fine. if that's the direction they're going to go, I'm okay with that. I will
Yeah,
most
I'm not
likely
happy.
buy a PlayStation 5, so I do have a dedicated
console.
because it just would be weird to be like,
Yeah.
I have an Xbox. It's a controller and a Fire Stick. I'm a little too old school for that. But
No, and also it would be cool if they do the cloud base, make it so that the Xbox is on the PlayStation and you
Absolutely.
have
That's
cross-platform games.
That's another thing that they have been discussing and bringing up is the fact that they can bring Xbox Game Pass to the Nintendo Switch and to the PlayStation, so you can play those games on those systems.
So, who, like I said, at the end, who's the console that controls it all?
Exactly. It comes. Xbox will win in that sense.
Yeah.
I think that's a.
The company that controls it all?
I think that's going to be a fun.
We're in some fun
that's
times.
a crossroads we're going to get to. I think sooner rather than later.
We're in some fun times. I mean, this is going to be fun. Sitting back watching Microsoft explode themselves.
Well, and they can kind of
come out of it smelling like roses.
They could tell Sony, Sony could say, we don't want to put Xbox Game Pass on PlayStation. Why? We don't want to give you guys money for this. And they can say, well, then we're just going to keep up the console race. And we've got enough money to make consoles that are going to lose money just to push you in competition on these.
Yeah.
Or you can say,
then fine, we'll go to Nintendo.
We'll go to Nintendo and you can get Xbox Game Pass on Nintendo. And you've got,
And then you watch it. We'll sit back and watch your stock go.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of there'll be a big shift and shuffle
because people
coming up.
People don't want to buy your PlayStations anymore because people are going to be buying Nintendo Switches.
Yep. And then maybe
just think of it.
Yep.
Mario and Halo on the same platform.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Yep. And a lot of press is being printed about the upcoming the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Some leaks of direct, new designs and stuff, and it looks like the regular Switch, just kind of upgraded a little bit. The only thing that I've seen that's really different is
the knuckles.
The Joy-Cons are now magnetic. They don't need to slide or clock in, so it's like a bing.
So like you go click, instead of having the Wii paddle.
Yeah.
Instead of the Wii paddle deal, you can click them together and just have one.
Yep.
Kind of like that.
And it'll and connect on the side of the thing as well.
Yeah.
And
like
the dock looks
like the old-fashioned Nintendo controllers. When you put them together, it's like the old-fashioned Nintendo controllers.
Yep.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see. There's still, they said they won't even announce a date, I think, until April 2025. So
when their next Nintendo
fiscal year or whatever it is. So that's
fiscal year or the next Nintendo.
But there's there's just a lot of chatter about when is Nintendo going to actually pull back the curtain and show us something, if anything, officially.
Yeah.
So I'm the they've held a Nintendo Direct conference every year in September since the launch of the Switch.
And
a lot of people are just. I feel like there's the time is right.
Switch is getting up there in years,
and it's 7 years old. It came out in 2017.
So it's 7 years old. So it's about time for time for a new one.
They had the little kind of mid-generation refresh with the OLED model, and they had the Switch Lite, which I think is kind of was a bad idea, but that's.
Well, they did is they took the Game Boy technology and ran with it, basically.
The idea of a portable Switch is great, but the Switch itself already is portable.
Yeah,
that's and to make it to where you can't remove the controllers; they're just built in. You're taking out the best feature of that system at the knees. And the other thing that bothers me with that is that they clearly had an issue with stick drift with their controllers, which was fine if they were detachable and you could send the controller in and get a new one back. But when you get stick drift on a Switch Lite, you're you're screwed. There's nothing you can do.
There's nothing, yeah.
You got to send the whole system in. So
I'm just switching through, but I just came across one just released today. Freedom Wars from a PlayStation Vita. The exclusive title is getting modern remastered contrast of its original developer title, Freedom War Remastered. Action game is slated for release in January for the Nintendo Switch. Huh.
nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up there. They were also talking about Mr. Beast and Amazon are being sued.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. What did they think was going to happen?
Yeah. Frostpunk 2 is pre-ordered. You can get your bonus free game. No, they were talking about. I hear the images of the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
They were talking about something about GTA 6, how it was being pushing back, or going to be released for the next 10 years or something like that.
They're pushing. Yeah, there's rumors coming out that it's going to be delayed into 2026, which I mean, they haven't even said when 2025 it's going to be released. So if it's a delay from December 25 to March 26, that's not a big deal. But it's going to be released when Rockstar is ready to release it. And,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and I think they're trying to future-proof and anticipate this game lasting just as long, if not as longer than GTA 5, which I don't think they ever had plans for GTA 5 and GTA Online to live as long as it has.
No, they didn't, because originally they thought, okay, GTA 4 we'll just release it, GTA 5 we'll just release it, but all of a sudden it caught on because of the fact that you can go online with this.
I can do this with other people, and I can spend money on cosmetics, and it is a cash cow.
And then a little PC modder came along,
yeah,
and then it really took off.
Yeah.
Whee!
So much so that Rockstar ended up buying 5M, which we were all
just to shut them down.
Well, I think they're going to integrate everything 5M does into the next version of GTA Online.
Yeah.
Which I'm just trying to look up how much money.
Fans should not hold their breath about Sims 5. Yeah. They're pulling back on that one. I'm just, we're not running, we're not out. I'm just trying to, I was looking at that. Fortnite releases a new version of 3.2 update for September 17th, which is yesterday. I didn't play yesterday.
So, I mean, I'm looking at a story to go back to GTA 5 and online. In 2022, GTA Online made $500 million.
Damn.
So $500 million for a 10-year-old online game.
And it's still going strong to this day.
So
they don't die.
Yep. Yep.
And like I said, Rockstar is going to be stupid to shut that down.
Yep. That is just in the form of shark cards and GTA Plus subscriptions, which they're not barely anybody has a GTA Plus subscription. So, but if you look at something like Red Dead 2, which had a great launch, they launched the online. And it was
the online.
It died. It died because people were still. Nobody left GTA Online. No. They loved Red Dead 2 for the single player. They would go play the single player of Red Dead Online and then just jump back into GTA or Red Dead 2 and then just jump into GTA Online.
Red Dead. Okay, here's the difference. GTA 5 Online kind of followed the story a little more.
Yeah.
Than Red Dead did. Red Dead was just like a totally
they kind of made up their own side stories and stuff, and it didn't.
And that's why
it didn't have a lot of
didn't like it.
I can see that. Yeah.
And also, like I said, what saved GTA 5 was 5M.
Yeah.
It was 5M.
The ability to create your own server,
role playing,
in role play, absolutely.
Because 5M, basically, what you do in 5M is you take the game. Plop. And then you add your own cars, your own vehicles, your own characters, your own everything. And then you and your friends go play cops and robbers, or go off cruising down through the original map, okay, of GTA 5.
Yep.
Or you could modify the map too. We did that.
Yep.
We took out
Nice.
the ocean,
Yep.
that one part out in the middle of the map.
Yep.
We took that out, made it a desert area, and then we took it out and then we had a modifier put military bases out there.
Oh, nice.
So
sounds
you
like
go
fun.
out
Yeah.
cruising out through what would be the Dead Sea.
Yeah.
Out
But it's
to the military
cool.
base, and you
Yep.
sit out there, and and then we had a military base over on the other side of Sandy Shores, over there in that desert section. We had a military base there, and by the airport, and then we had our Vermont State Police barracks was out there,
too. Yeah.
And then
That
Franklin
feels
County,
like Vermont out there.
Franklin County Sheriff Department was out there over where the lake was,
Yeah.
and we had fun. I mean, we had a blast, and we would stay up in Sandy because if we went down into the city, that's where you guarantee to lose everything.
Yeah.
Your graphics would go crap.
Yeah.
That and over Paleto Bay. You never go to Paleto Bay because guaranteed your graphics are going to go
It's just gonna sink right down.
gone. But I mean, that's what saved GTA Online. It was 5M.
Yeah.
It was us, the PC users, saved GTA 5 Online, GTA 5, because we were able to mod it and do whatever we wanted. And it's too bad I don't have my server going. It's still going because nobody played on it. I just let it die.
Yeah.
But I could write it in and teach you how to run a server, teach you how to teach not just you, but everybody.
Yeah.
How easy it is to put crap on 5M.
Yeah.
You don't need to know code. All you need is PvP.
Yep.
Product protocol. How to FTP, not PCB, FTP.
Yeah.
File transfer protocol.
Yep.
All you need to know is how to use that program.
Yep.
Adobe Pro or wherever FTP program there.
Yeah, I use FileZilla.
FileZilla.
Yeah, that's
All I had to use FileZilla. Learn how to use FileZilla.
Yeah, FTP programs are you
FileZilla.
You can find good ones out there, or
The one I use is FileZilla.
yeah,
And I taught Spurs how to do it. This kid from junior high never done a single thing learn how to file transfer.
Yeah.
Never done it. I taught him, hey, look, this is how simple it is. You got your server file over here, and you got the file that you want to drop. Just
drag and drop.
and drop.
Yep.
Drag and drop.
Yep.
And it transfers it right over. So yeah, we ran my server for 2 years. Then it was 4 or 5 of us on the server at the time, but hey, we had fun.
Yep.
So anyways, moving on to, let me get my tablet back up here. 0805111. All right, moving on. So, like I said, that's what saved GTA was us.
Yep.
So moving on to Logic debate. Okay, Logic announces a long waiting range of race sims and MMO sim racing steering wheels. This is according to Traxicon.gg. Logitech announces, Logitech debut direct drive wheelbase has been missing ranging of steering wheels and hubs and shifters until now. It has been ready nearly 2 years since Logitech flagship G Pro sim racing wheelbase and paddles, a direct drive which features quick release system, easy remove, and affect the steering wheels. Except until now, there has been has only been one official design available, which is kind of like Thrustmaster's Thrustmaster's design, because Thrustmaster, if you ever seen their wheels, it's not a total wheel. It's just two
handles.
Two handles on the side, and you're just like this, like an F1 racing wheel.
Yep.
You're just like this. Of course, now that's great for F1 racing.
Yep.
But if you are a trucker, it's not. You don't get that full spear. But because it's detachable, you could take that racing wheel, slide in a regular trucking steering wheel, and now you got yourself a wheel that works with Kenworth.
Yeah.
It looks like a honest-to-God Kenworth wheel. Trust me, I know.
Yep.
I've looked into it, and I want to get them. But from Logitech soon-to-be 2-fiber wheel rims, the full round version, which is what I have, which is what I'm talking about, and a cut-up more formula style, or F1 racing style, the Verita RS track. Both are made of low carbon aluminum with a round featuring silicone leather materials, and the track a TPE material. Both rims are designed with Logitech GRS wheel hub to make complete steering wheel. And then we got pictures, and we can show you pictures of it. This is our button box and paddle. These, and then it just describes. The article keeps on going. Well, the only thing, because I'm going to have to. Okay. The whole kit, if I had to add this up, will cost you close to, 150, wheel hub 130, 60, 70, 90. They're not releasing it in the United States, so it's probably, or at least they didn't release the everything around $300-400, which is not too bad.
No.
And considering that I bought mine for about that price with just a pair of pedals.
Yep.
That Logitech wheel that you saw earlier, like 2 years ago when I came in with it, the Logitech, is just a wheel and pedals for about $200 I paid for mine. And then I bought, or did it come with a shifter? No, it came with the complete kit. It was about $300 with a complete kit, the shifter and everything.
Yep. That's not a bad price. I mean, you can get up there to thousands of dollars if you want.
Yeah, when you want. And like he said, this is Thrustmasters is the professional. Yeah, we're getting in the Thrustmaster. This is professional. And the joke, always like I was telling him prior to, the joke about Logitech is, if you don't mind a Fisher Price tool, Fisher Price steering wheel.
Yep.
Because the difference between, we get my little rant here about steering wheels, and this is coming from somebody who uses them and has done years and years of backgrounding, checking, comparing, and all that. Okay. Direct drive, it's better because of the fact that you got more realistic feedback to when you turn the steering wheel. Basically, direct drive means there's a worm screw gear that turns when you turn the steering wheel. Okay, hooked to the motor that's inside. If you looked at most steering wheels, that big hump that your wheel's hooked to, that's actually a motor.
Yep.
And most steering wheels are either belt driven, which means the motor's sitting off over here and then runs the belt to the wheel that turns this pulley and, left and right whenever you turn there. And then what they'll do is how it sets your force feedback is they have a brake inside that motor that you can turn the intensity up or turn the intensity down.
Yep.
The more feedback, the harder it is to turn. Well, man, my watch is... It's her in there.
Yeah.
And then gear, you can't do that
Yeah.
because it's belt driven. I mean, it's not belt driven. It's gear. It's in the gears. You can't. Gear has. Yeah, you can, but it's more in the motor.
Yeah.
On the belt, it's on the pulley. The pulley, they tighten down the pulley or brake. It's kind of like a pulley brake, like a brake when you have like a car brake, or not a car brake, a tractor brake. When you put your foot on the brake on the tractor, it releases this lever and drags and all that. And that's basically what it does and it's computerized.
Yep.
So it tells you, all right, computer, I need you to squeeze down this much. But inside, it's different. So that's it. That's why direct drive is better. But they are also the most expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You are looking at thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for it. So that's why the direct drive ones, like Thrustmaster and all that, they're more for the professionals.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They're for people like going down to Gran Turismo tournaments and stuff like that. That's what they're for. They're for them, not for everyday users like you and I. That's why Logitech, normally the belt-driven ones are so cheap. They can get away with feeling like a Fisher Price or a kiddie toy.
Yeah.
Versus,
and it's just a belt and pulley system that's creating that feedback.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And that's why I prefer Logitech. I've yet to try Thrustmaster, but that Logitech I have is pretty good. But like I've said, people have gone from Logitech to Thrustmaster and then going, oh my God.
Yeah. Yep. I'm just looking at the difference between gear drives and direct drives. And it's night and day, but it's also
night and day when prices too.
Night and day when it comes to pricing as well. Yep.
Yeah, it's night and day. I mean, that's why the professionals prefer that.
Yeah, when you're doing something like iRacing and stuff like that, you're doing the really, really intensive simulators.
Yeah.
You want a direct drive.
You want a direct drive. With somebody like me who just wants something to drive a AT or a truck.
Forza Horizon or something goofy like that.
Yeah, a truck down the road. You don't need direct drive, thank you. You can get away with belt drive. But once again, I'm changing my... Yeah, I'm not going to get in there. I'm going to get into it because I'm going to change my setup. And so anyways, wrap it up a little bit here. Also, they're talking about this is going to be the final Star Wars Jedi. How this is going to be the final chapter of the series that's coming out soon. They're in the works of making the final chapter of the Jedi series.
Yep.
Or is it? Or maybe it might be one of these. They will go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And the brand new Disney game, the brand new Disney series, the arcades are no more.
Yeah.
They canceled it. Gee, I wonder why. Because I watched about 3 episodes of it and went, this is 3 episodes too many.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of it.
This is 3 episodes too many. Because it's... What it is Star Wars is turned into Star Trek. They jumped on the bandwagon when people were loving it.
Yeah.
And now they've played it to death.
Yep.
Now, if they would to stop where they are right now and wait 10 years, 10 or 20 years.
Yep.
And start back up again with another trilogy.
Yeah.
And then wait 10 years, start back up again with another trilogy.
It doesn't put money in the pockets every day, though.
I know that, but people would
I know.
watch it.
It would be, yes, absolutely.
Because now they're even talking about, rumor has it, making another sequel movie, pre-sequel, prequel,
Yeah.
but this time going from Jedi to Force.
Yeah, I think that's when the Mandalorian movie is going to take place. They've got a Mandalorian and Grogu movie coming out, I think, next year. And that's going to be the time that it takes place. And who knows if they're going to turn that into a trilogy or not. I've heard that they're working on a trilogy set after The Rise of Skywalker, and they're working on a trilogy that's set in the Old Republic, like 10,000 years before Episode 1.
So, that was the teaser. The test piece was Arcades, the Arcards.
Yeah,
that was the test piece.
Yeah,
and if that failed, I'm pretty sure they're not going to do Old Republic.
I don't think so either. I would, yeah. But yeah, May 22nd, 2026 is the
release date.
Yeah, for the Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah. And we're both Star Wars fans, so we're going to sit here and talk about that over Star Trek.
Yeah.
Well, Star Trek hasn't had anything good since Generation, so.
The Next Generation, yeah.
I mean, I like Voyager, but Generation movies, they haven't had anything.
Yeah.
They haven't had anything out.
No.
And the last one was okay. But the series Picard was all right.
Yeah, I heard good things about that.
It was pretty good, the Picard series. But they after that, they just...
Yeah.
Discovery got boring real fast. Because what it was is, we're going to cancel it now. Yep. No, we're not. We're going to cancel it now.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Don't get too attached, but maybe do. Yeah.
No, we're not. Yeah. That's what happened. That's why a lot of the fans went, goodbye.
Yeah.
We're done with it.
Yeah, I don't want to invest my time in a show if I don't know if it's going to be on or not. Or if
Go ahead and cancel it. We don't care, because you guys kept teasing the fact that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
They came out with the last season last year. I never watched a single episode of it. Yep. It was like... Yeah. I'm done with you.
Yep.
You want to cancel it? Go ahead and cancel it.
Yeah.
No, I'm done. Red Dead. Okay, wrap this up. Speed run. Red Dead Redemption fans on PC. We might be able to play the original game soon. Basically, following September 17th, Rockstar launcher update on PC. Sources claim that metadata Red Dead, including the update before being quickly patched out. When Red Dead is really available for modern console and our official PC has not been released on Rockstar, the original date 2010. Red Dead 1, substantial successor, Red Dead Revolver, set in 9/11, and it just tells you basically what it's all about. So maybe we might be getting Red Dead 1, maybe not.
Yep.
If we do, go for it. I want it. I've been wanting that series for years. And then ATS move on to ATS's update. Now they got a brand new loading screen, brand new title screen, and Arkansas is finally released this month for a new state, which it's going to be another 3 months before I'm even going to see it or even going to play it, because the funds are really, really, really tight.
Yep.
Coming into the holiday season, and I don't know if I'm going. I got money I got some other thing I need to save my money for. Save my money for next year type of deal. I don't know. Yeah. And because of the fact that we are just trying to literally survive.
Yeah.
On what we are getting. Yep. So funds are not going to be. The funds are not in our favor.
The funds are not fun. Yeah.
Funds are not in your favor. Not in my favor. But that's pretty much it. I'm just going through PS5 console update causing major problems for Final Fantasy 16. Woohoo. Games releasing coming out in 2024 is for Xbox. I heard there's an indie game coming out.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones game coming
Yep.
out, which I wouldn't mind playing.
Yeah.
So yeah, and just games coming, new games coming, rent and all that coming out. Alrighty, moving on, and we'll wrap it up because unless you got anything,
I think I'm all set.
yeah. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.
You want to do the trivia?
And the answer to the trivia, again, yes, I did give away the answer. It was Dance Dance Revolution. And thank you for every teenage kid in the late 90s and early 2000s to keeping that game stocked up with quarters or tokens. And still to this day, you walk in there, every kid, including us adults, will walk over and go, "Oh my
I
God!"
remember that. Yeah, I think.
I'll feed it $5 just
Yep.
to make myself sweat for
Yep.
5 seconds.
I think
5 minutes.
Yeah, Dance Dance Revolution had prolonged the arcade
Yeah, death.
lifespan. Yeah,
And also that it started the lot of, pads and dancing and using
Yep.
Wii's and all that because they kept it going.
yeah. It showed that you don't need just a regular controller or joystick to
No.
be able to do
And
that stuff.
because of this Dance Dance Resolution, we started out having Just Dance.
Yep.
And I remember those series, Just Dance for the Wii.
Yep.
Exercise, boys, let's
Yep.
exercise. Of course, I would be doing this standing there going,
Yeah, you can just shake them. It'll read it.
you don't have to move,
Yep.
of course, but yet it was tiring after.
Yeah, you gotta,
Even doing this really fast was
Yeah.
tiring after a while. But yeah, thanks. Yeah, so let's move on. Next week's is a pretty good one too. As always, thanks for watching and join us next week or 2 weeks. We
Yep.
should be wrapping up esports practices and heading
Yeah,
on
it should
into
be pretty close to the regular season. by
Regular
that point,
season.
our next show. So
yeah. We'll be doing that as always. Thanks for watching, and always don't forget to follow me on Kick over there on Darren Quick. Go 5478.
Yep, and look up Northwest Access Esports on Twitch, and we're not very active on there, but we've got some of our. We'll be more active once the esports. gets
We'll be
online.
going as soon as this gets kicking off.
Yep.
So yeah, thanks for watching.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Game Chat is proudly sponsored by Northwest Access TV, the home of MVU Esports. Check us out this spring and next fall, where we play Rocket League, Smash Brothers, and all other games at the high school level. For the video version of this episode, check us out on Northwest Access /Game Chat on YouTube. For the audio version of this show, check us out on Spotify under Northwest Access /Game Chat. So sit back and enjoy the new episode of Game Chat.